These 4 groups are hooked. Now, we will crochet a double crochet decrease here. Good yarn over for the crochet. Next, crochet 2 half double crochets. Next stitch, insert the hook for a half double crochet. Next stitch, second half double crochet. All right, the slope part is done. From here, we continue with single crochet stitches for the rest. Make a single crochet in each stitch. Keep going until you reach the heel. Then connect with the first stitch of the starting round with a slip stitch. The 3rd round of the slope part is complete. Now, move on to the 4th round of the slope. Make a chain stitch and join with 1 single crochet. Both sides will continue with single crochet stitches. Decreases are needed on both sides. Insert the hook and make a single crochet stitch. Place a marker here. For the side part, make a single crochet in each stitch. Then move on to the front. In the front, make 2 half double crochets. You can crochet this part by yourself. Make 1 single crochet in each stitch. Continue crocheting the slope for 7 more stitches, then make 2 half double crochets for the next 2 stitches. We will make 2 half double crochets here as well. Now, let's decrease the stitches for the shoe tip. We need to decrease 5 double crochets in a row. This will be a consecutive decrease. The first double crochet decrease. After this, you don't need to decrease anymore. The second double crochet decrease. The third double crochet decrease. The 4th double crochet decrease. The 5th double crochet decrease. The 5 consecutive decreases are done. Next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. In the next stitch, make the second half double crochet. The tip part is now complete. Now, for the rest, just crochet single crochets. Make a single crochet in each stitch. Continue until you reach the end. Then connect with a slip stitch to the first stitch of the round. Now the shoe body part has been completed for 4 rounds. We are now working on the yarn when making baby shoes. The method from 3 rounds for the sole to 4 rounds for the shoe body is the same. Next, we will crochet the 5th round of the shoe body, using this round to differentiate the left and right sides. First, I will explain the method for the right shoe using this round. I will then explain the method for the left shoe using the 5th round. All right, let's take a look. First, we still make a chain stitch as a foundation for the single crochet. The starting stitch, make a single crochet stitch. Here, we are leaving a segment different from the others. On this side, we first leave the number of stitches, which means this area. Then, from here, we crochet the rest. You can mark this in advance. At the first single crochet we just made, this is the first stitch. Then, from the next stitch, go up. For the second stitch, count the stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 babies aged 3 months. Count from the first stitch to the 9th stitch. Place a marker here. Now, if the baby is between 3 to 6 months, mark X stitch. For 6 to 9 months, mark the 11th stitch. For 9 to 22 months, mark the 12th stitch. As the baby's age changes, the length of this slanted opening, this oval shape, will be different. According to the recommendation, the slant should be approximately in the middle of the opening. Even high-quality yarn will have some elasticity, so it will wrap nicely around the front of the baby's ankle like this. After leaving this space, next, we'll work into the stitches that we held earlier. Make 1 single crochet in each of those stitches. Continue until you reach the stitch marker. This part depends on the baby's age range. Of course, here, the number of reserved stitches I suggest is just for reference. If your baby has chubbier ankles, you put the shoe on the baby's foot and check the fit. Trying it on is the most accurate way to determine where the strap should be placed. Now we've finished the single crochets up to the stitch marker. That completes the single crochets for that section. So I made 9 single crochets here. Next, we'll crochet the shoelace. For the shoelace part, for 0 to 3 months, you can chain 11 stitches. For 3 to 6 months, chain 12 stitches. For 6 to 9 months, also chain 12 stitches. For 9 to 12 months, chain 13 stitches. These chain stitches determine the length of the shoelace. Feel free to adjust it as needed. It's not a fixed number. Here, I'll use chaining 11 stitches as an example. Let me explain this part to everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, after you've chained your foundation, you can straighten it out and check. If you feel it's too long or too short, you can adjust it by adding or removing chains. Then, take a look at the very last chain you made. From the front, it looks like little V shapes. On the back of the chain, there's a vertical bump. That's the back ridge. In a moment, we'll be working double crochets into that back ridge. Okay, now chain 5 more stitches. No matter which size you're making, always chain 5 here. R for forming the buttonhole. Then go back to the spot we identified earlier, and from the back side of the chain, pick up the back ridge loop. Insert your hook into that single back ridge to work a double crochet. Yarn over. Find that specific spot. Insert your hook under just that one back ridge on the back side. Pull the hook through like this. Now work a double crochet, yarn over again. And for each of the remaining chains, always insert the hook from the back side of the chain, going under the single back ridge like this. If you're unsure whether you're inserting the hook correctly, you can turn it back to the front side and check. On the front, the chain stitches look like little V shapes. So this is how you double check you're working into the correct loop. Now, continue working double crochets all the way back down to the base. So for the chains we made earlier for the shoelace, you just work double crochets back along them like this. Once you reach the base, yarn over. You'll see on this side, we previously worked single crochets. From the visible edge on this side, pick up one loop, then insert the hook through to the back and pull up another loop from behind like this. You should now have 2 loops on your hook. Just hook them together like this. And at the base, work 1 more double crochet. Then continue by skipping 1 stitch space below. In the next stitch, insert your hook and make a single crochet. If you skip this base stitch here, you'll clearly see a gap. So we add 1 double crochet to fill it in. Then continue working 1 single crochet in each stitch. For the toe section, work 1 single crochet into each stitch. Keep going until you reach the heel and the starting point for round 5. This completes the 5th round of the right shoe body. You can finish the rest of this part on your own. Now, for the remaining single crochets on this side, keep working until you reach the last stitch. Insert your hook yarn over and make a single crochet in the very first stitch. Then insert your hook again and slip stitch to join. Pull the yarn loop larger and cut it off. Leave a tail of about 20 to 30 centimeters for sewing. This will be used too. So on the button, pull the yarn through from here, then gently tighten the bottom part. That completes the 5th round of the right shoe body. The entire main body of the right shoe is now finished. Next, you just need to sew on the button. Now, let's take a look at round 5 for the left shoe. This is how we work, round 5 of the left shoe body. I'll undo this part to explain it again more clearly. So follow the earlier tutorial to finish the 3 rounds of the sole and the 4 rounds of the shoe body. Now we'll work round 5 of the left shoe strap. The strap for the left shoe will fasten across in this direction, so we need to reserve some stitches on this side. From the yarn tail, count from the right side of the stitch marker. The stitch with the marker counts as 1. For sizes 0 to 3 months, place the marker at the 9th stitch. For 3 to 6 months, place the stitch marker on the 10th stitch. For 6 to 9 months, place it on the 11th stitch. And for 9 to 12 months, place the stitch marker on the 12th stitch. Don't go by the number of stitches in my sample here. It might appear shallower because the number of stitches changes based on the baby's age range. The length of the shoe opening pattern differs. Here, let me show you. You can see this clearly from this stitch here. This one is for 9 to 12 months. From this side, count to the 12th stitch and place the marker there. That's how we shape the angled opening. We'll crochet the 5th round for the left shoe body. First, we still start with 1 chain stitch to serve as our turning chain. Remove the stitch marker and crochet a single crochet stitch. Once attached, in my tutorial, I'm working with the 0 to 3 month size as an example. We crochet 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch. Continue until you reach the position of the stitch marker. Take a look at the way we crochet the sides. Starting from the heel, work single crochet stitches in a circular pattern. Continue to the side where we placed the hook and loop fastener. Then crochet a single crochet stitch into this corresponding space. Once you're done, we will crochet the shoelace. For the right shoe you just worked on, note how many chain stitches you made. Do the same number for the left shoe. In my video, I started with 11 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then hold the chain stitches in place and add 5 more chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap the yarn and hold the braid you're working. Oh, this is the 11th braid we just started. The yarn at the back of this braid, pull the yarn out and work a double crochet stitch. Now, work a double crochet stitch back toward the bottom. This shoelace method is the same as the previous one. After finishing the shoelace, use the same method at the bottom to add 1 more double crochet stitch. If you don't add this stitch, look here. Skip 1 stitch and crochet a single crochet stitch into the next one. It will clearly leave a gap. This is actually the stitch added here. Now wrap the yarn, pick up the edge yarn, then pick up the yarn from the back. Pull the yarn through and work a double crochet stitch. Then skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Then continue with all single crochet stitches. At the end, connect with a slip stitch to the start. Insert the hook into the starting stitch, wrap the yarn and pull through to slip stitch. Pull the yarn tight and cut it off. Leave a little yarn for sewing on the boot. Now, tidy it up like this. This completes the 5th round of the left shoe's diagonal body. The entire main part of the left shoe is now crocheted. Next, we will sew on the boot. 2. So on the button, use the long yarn we left earlier. Thread the needle. We place it on this side. This means the button will be on this side. Now, align it with the shoelace. Simply thread the yarn through the eyelet here. Move it to the desired position. Adjust the yarn along the texture inside. Pick the yarn following the texture. Sew it through like this. Then you can do this, guy. Pick up a piece of yarn. Sew it through this loop. Sew a knot to secure the position. This will fix it in place when you twist it. It won't slide anymore because the back is uneven. Now, check where you need to sew the boot. You can set the button's height as you like. You can sew it higher or lower. It's usually sewn higher. That way, the range of the shoelace will be a little larger. Sew to the bottom. Just make it a little tighter. This depends on the baby's foot size. If you're giving it as a gift or the baby isn't around, you can adjust and make sure it's symmetrical. After leaving this part, pass the thread through here. Once through, divide the thread. Leave 2 strands on one side. On the other side, leave 3 strands. Now, cut off the 3-strand section, use the 2 thinner threads, and thread them onto a fine needle to sew the button on. The method of sewing on a button is simple. No need to complicate it. Just pass the needle through the hole and sew it on. At this point, the main part of the shoe is done. Next, let me explain the decoration on the shoe's toe. The first round is a ring of 7 single crochet stitches. Hold the thread with your right hand. Use your left little finger to hook the thread. Hook the thread with your index finger. Wrap the thread around your middle finger once. Hook the thread and make a braid as the first single crochet. Wrap the thread around and make the second single crochet. Make a total of 7 single crochet stitches in this loop. Make the second single crochet by pulling through the stitches. Use a slip stitch to hook the thread through. Wrap the thread around and hook through both loops. Make a single crochet marking the first stitch. In the loop on your finger, you need to make a total of 7 single crochets. Hook the second single crochet. This is the second single crochet. Once all 7 single crochets are completed, mark the 7th stitch. Pull the tail of the thread to tighten the loop. After tightening, connect the loop and crochet 8 stitches. Go back to the first stitch. Place the thread on the hook. While crocheting, hide the tail by working over it. Crochet and slip stitch, tightening the second round. After the slip stitch, tighten the second round. Crochet 7 single crochets with increases. Start by making a chain stitch as the starting stitch. Go back to the first stitch and crochet into it. Place the thread over the hook. Wrap the thread and crochet through. Make a single crochet. This is the first stitch of the round. For beginners, when you start crocheting, it's important to mark your stitches to help you check and ensure you're crocheting in the same stitch. In this stitch, crochet 2 single crochets. This is an increase. In the second round, crochet 7 single crochets with increases. This means crocheting 2 stitches in each stitch. Since the first round has a total of 7 stitches, in the second round, crochet 2 single crochets in each of the 7 stitches. This will give a total of 14 stitches. Join it with a slip stitch to the first stitch. In the second round, crochet 7 single crochets with increases. Now, crochet the third round. In the first stitch, crochet a single crochet. In the next stitch, crochet a single crochet increase. In the next stitch, first crochet a single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. This is a single crochet increase. It's a combination of 2 single crochets. Repeat this process for 7 groups. Once finished, join it with a slip stitch to the starting point. After the third round, the total number of stitches is 21. Now, 4 rounds, 4, 5, and 6. Each round consists of 21 single crochets. For the main body of the head, we use the single crochet stitch. Remember to start each round with a chain stitch. Make a standing single crochet. It's just a standing stitch and does not count towards the stitch count. Then, insert your hook and begin crocheting single crochets. Rounds 4, 5, and 6. Crochet 1 single crochet into each stitch. This one-to-one method is simpler. Just crochet 1 stitch into each stitch. Once you finish one round, connect and start the next. The next round is the same. Alright, complete these 3 rounds on your own. Now, you've completed rounds 1 to 6. Check your work. The start and end should be inside the piece. If you turn it over like this method is incorrect. Make sure to turn the piece over and have the starting end inside. This is the correct way to hold it. Next, we will crochet round 7. First, we make a chain stitch for the standing stitch. Then, crochet 6 single crochets in sequence. 1 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skip 8 stitches at the bottom and count the stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The stitch is positioned at the 9th stitch. Insert the hook and pull the yarn through. Make a single crochet, then count backwards. Now, make the second single crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last position, 7. So, this round still consists of 21 stitches. Leave an opening for the mouth here. Then, begin connecting. Now, for the 8th round, make 21 single crochets, 1 per stitch. First, make a chain stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the hook and make a single crochet. Proceed in order. Look at the starting point of the previous round. Didn't you crochet 6 stitches there? We will crochet the second one in this round as well. Then, continue with the 3rd and 4th stitches. 5th and 6th stitches. Now, move on to the next. In the previous round, you made 8 chain stitches. See how the chain looks? It forms a slight curve, right? Insert the hook through the center of this curve. Now, pull the yarn through. Observe how the hook is inserted. The chain is on the right side of the curve. Now, count like this, because you cast on 8 stitches. If you count like this, you'll also have 8 stitches. Hook and join at the second stitch, then continue with the third. All right, rehook the 6th stitch. 7, 8, cast on 8 stitches, and then crochet 8 single crochet stitches in each. Once you're done, you'll still have 7 single crochet stitches remaining. This yarn is connected. If you're worried about losing track, you can count backwards. Count from the last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where you need to insert the hook. All right, finish this round. The total should still be 21 stitches. Next, crochet round 9, the final round. Work single crochet decreases in groups. Repeat this decrease for 7 groups. This is the final group. Insert the hook, pull through, and slip stitch. Make a chain stitch. After completing the first group, repeat as shown. Here's how to crochet the first group. Insert the hook through the first stitch and pull the yarn through. We will crochet a single crochet stitch. Next, for the single crochet decrease, insert the hook into the next 2 stitches and decrease. You can mark this stitch with a stitch marker or use a yarn needle to help track your position. You can use a stitch marker here or use a needle to help track your stitches. Avoid losing your position later. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Then pull through from the middle of the stitch, pull through to the opposite side. The hook should be near the yarn. Yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Continue to the next stitch. Insert into the next stitch. Pull through from the middle of the next stitch. Now you have 2 loops together. Now, continue with the next single crochet decrease. Yarn over and crochet through both loops. Continue to the next stitch. Now, your single crochet decrease is done. Crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. This yarn here, the place where you decrease is slanted. Sometimes you might accidentally insert the hook again here. This could cause errors while crocheting. This part, keep track of your stitches and insert the hook to crochet a single crochet stitch. Now, crochet the decrease. If you're worried about making a mistake, follow this method. Pre-mark the position where you need to crochet the single crochet stitch next. Complete this round. This completes 7 groups. Now, join it with the starting stitch and slip stitch. Pull the yarn and cut it off. Leave a bit of yarn for the bottom stitching. Tighten it up. The main part of the shoe decoration is now finished. Next, we'll take out the yarn for the mouth. Now, crochet the mouth part. While crocheting the mouth, the opening should face us. Start from the bottom part. The right side will be the chain stitches we crocheted earlier. The remaining half of the yarn from the chain. Now, insert the hook and count to 8. Or you can count ahead of time. Move the yarn to the back. Make a chain stitch. Then make a single crochet stitch to start the row. Place the yarn on the hook. Crochet a single crochet, stitch and pull the yarn to this side. This is the first stitch for the mouth round. You can mark this stitch. Continue crocheting 8 single crochet stitches in order. Make sure the yarn is on the hook. For the second stitch, continue by pulling up 1 strand of yarn. This is the remaining half of the chain we crocheted earlier. The remaining piece of yarn here, 4, 5, 6, 7, hide the yarn after crocheting the 8 stitches. Once it's hidden, you can cut off the excess yarn. At the corner, crochet a single crochet increase. At the corner, there is no designated stitch. You simply crochet into the corner and work a single crochet increase in that area. Make sure to crochet another single crochet stitch in the same spot. This will create the corner properly. Continue working. As you move along the top, you'll now find stitches to work into. Insert the hook into the stitch space. Here, you will crochet 8 single crochet stitches in total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when you reach the corner, simply crochet into the corner. It should look like this. Crochet a single crochet stitch. Insert the hook. Yarn over and crochet a single crochet stitch. Then crochet another single crochet stitch in the same position. Now, the first round of the mouth is finished. This is the last stitch of this round. Mark the stitch and the starting point. Slip stitch to connect. Now for the second round, we will first crochet 8 single crochet stitches. Once the first round is finished, the next rounds will be easier. Chain 1 to begin the round. Now, crochet 8 single crochet stitches into the corresponding stitches. Insert the hook and crochet a single crochet stitch. Crochet 8 stitches around the left side. Now that the 8 single crochet stitches are done, at the corner, work to single crochet increases. Insert the hook and crochet a single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. You should have 2 increases completed. Now continue to the next section. In this section, crochet 8 more single crochet stitches. Continue crocheting in order. After finishing these 8 stitches, you should be left with 2 stitch spaces at the end of the round. Now, crochet 2 single crochet increases. Crochet 1 single crochet, then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Finally, finish the round by slip stitching to the starting stitch. Crochet the second single crochet increase. one single crochet, then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Slip stitch to the first stitch to connect the round. Chain 1 for the starting stitch. Now for the third round, actually, for the next 2 rounds, you can complete them on your own. This is because we've already done increases with single crochet, and the method for decreases has also been shown. You can refer to the diagram I showed earlier. Follow it to finish the work. Let me demonstrate again briefly. Now, insert the hook into the first stitch and crochet a single crochet to mark the starting point. Now, crochet 8 single crochet stitches in order from the starting point. Once the 8 single crochet stitches are done, for the corner, crochet for single crochet increases. Insert the hook and crochet a single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Next, in the second stitch, crochet another increase. An increase means crocheting to single crochets into the same stitch. In the third stitch, crochet another increase. In the fourth stitch, crochet the last increase. After this, crochet 8 more single crochet stitches to the other side. Once these 8 stitches are completed, at the end of this round, you will be left with 4 stitches. Now, crochet for more increases. In the first increase, crochet a single crochet, then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. In the third increase, crochet another increase. Now, for the last increase, crochet the fourth single crochet increase. Once you finish, you can slip stitch to join the round. Now, for the fourth increase, here, you will crochet for single crochet increases, which will make the stitches more compact and close together. It's a bit tight. Let's take a look at it. And then continue with the crocheting. The last round of the mouth, join with a slip stitch to the starting stitch. Now, work 8 single crochets in sequence. Everyone should crochet from the start to here. 8 single crochets completed. Now, at this corner, we will crochet 4 single crochets in a row. For the decrease, use the invisible decrease method. Insert your hook through the center of the stitch. In the next stitch, insert the hook through the center. Now, yarn over and make 1 decrease. The second decrease, the third decrease, the fourth decrease, done. After finishing the decreases, crochet 8 more single crochets. Finish with the last 4 decreases. And the 4 rounds for the mouth are complete. We join with the first stitch to finish, pull the yarn to tighten the connection and cut it off. First, tidy up the starting yarn. Then, you can flip this paper piece over like this. Flip it over this way. Turn the mouth outwards. The bottom opening should face downward. Tidy up the paper piece. This is the effect we want. Now, you can hide the yarn ends. To hide the yarn ends, insert a yarn needle. Then, flip it over. Hide the yarn inside so it's on the invisible side. Sew through the stitch pattern to secure it. You can stitch through 1 loop, sew a small circle. Tie a knot. Then, sew a bit further and cut the yarn. We'll handle the bottom part later. We'll finish that part shortly. Next, we will crochet the eyes on top. For the eyes, start with a magic ring and crochet 6 single crochets. Make a loop with the yarn on your hand. Yarn over and crochet a chain stitch. Insert the hook and pull the yarn through. Make 1 single crochet. You can mark the first stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, tighten the ring. If there is still a small hole in the ring, remove the hook. Insert the hook into the first stitch we just made. Insert the hook downward like this. Then, pull the yarn tail to tighten it. This is to avoid shrinking the first stitch when you tighten it later. The first stitch might shrink a bit if you pull it directly. Now, remove the yarn tail and cut it off. If you're stitching it later, you can leave a longer yarn for stitching. Or, you can use a glue stick from your materials to stick it. This depends on your preference. It's up to you how you prefer to assemble the pieces. Sewing will give a neater finish. If you're using glue, just make sure to handle the glue properly. Now, take the yarn tail out. Then, thread a sewing needle. Once you have the needle, start with the first stitch. Insert the needle into the first stitch. For the last stitch, insert the needle through the center, then bring the yarn through and sew it together. As long as the circular seam is neat and even, it's good. Next, we will proceed with this. Take the yarn for the hair. Leave about 1.34 meters of yarn. This should be enough for one side of the hair. Then, give it a big mouth. Position it like this. You don't need to look at the bottom of the mouth. For the lower lip, slant the slip stitch connection slightly to the right. Focus on the mouth shape. Pinch the first round in place. The second round should follow the outline of the third round. Insert the needle through. Now, pinch it flat and sew it in place. Now, for the yarn tail length, you can refer to the crochet hook in the materials. The handle length should be about the same. Now, braid this yarn. Cut off the excess. First, thread it through 4 times. After threading once, hold it with your hand. Otherwise, it might get tangled while threading. Sew it 4 times in total. I forgot to mention, thread it 4 times like this. Count the threads here. So, when you count, there are a total of 8. Don't cut the 4th thread. Hold it like this. Now, from here, let's pass it through again. Keep the length the same as the others. This length is about the same as the others. Just like that. So now, when you count, there are 9. One of them is connected like this. It hasn't been cut. Now, from the back of this braid, let's pass the needle through again. So, to secure it, then pass the thread into the plant. Open the mouth part like this. Pick up the thread on the texture from inside. Hide the thread end while you're at it. The fly method was mentioned earlier. So along the plant's texture, sew like this and then like that. Sew a loop. Secure a knot in the loop like this. The thread at the other end won't come undone. So a little further, then you can cut it off. Then there's a thread here that was just mentioned. Isn't it connected? Cut it off. This way, there are 9 threads. Then group 3 to the left. Braid it like this. 3 threads to the left. Like this, group 3 to the left. Then separate them like this and I'll just... Every time you braid, you always bring the outer ones to the middle. Good. Move the outer ones to the middle. Alternately braid the strands to finish the braid. Then use the main thread of your shoe. To tie this knot, this is a bow knot. Just tie it casually. When tying, make sure to tighten it. No need to demonstrate this part. The braiding method on the other side is the same. Do the same on the opposite side. Then, if you often do crafts, and you have a hot glue gun at home, use your glue to stick the eyes like this to the bottom. I just hooked one earlier. The other method is the same. I'll just stick it on this side. Now, for the eyes and the materials, let's look at the eyes. Use the glue stick. The lighter is provided by you. I'll demonstrate it. Heat it like this. When using, make sure to clean it and don't press it too much. Avoid burning your hands. When using, you need to control the heating level yourself. Then, like the paper piece from earlier, if you are gluing it, apply the glue on the backside of the thread end. But don't apply too much, because when you press it, the glue might spill out. Like this, inside the outline, press it into the fixed position. Glue it in place. When it's securely fixed, cut off the excess thread from the edge. Then, for the flat eyes, heat them up like this. It's best to place something under the table when using. It's not easy to clean if you spill it on the table. If your nails are a bit longer, you can hold the flat eye with your fingers. Like this, just apply the glue to the bottom. Apply it carefully to the bottom of the bottle. Be careful not to apply too much. If you use too much, it might overflow onto the handle. Then, place it in the middle of the eyepiece. Align it properly. Wait for the glue to dry. Then, here, cut off the thread end. Cut off the excess thread. The other eye is the same. This braid is the same. There's no need to repeat the demonstration here. Then, this thread can be cut off. If you want to stitch it onto the main shoe body, you can sew along the outline of this edge. If you don't want to sew, just hide the thread inside. For this area, just sew it like this. So a few stitches. There's no need to. So all the way through, fix it in place like this, and that should be enough. For gluing, it's simpler. Apply glue on the back of the plant piece. The span is a little longer here. When sewing by yourself, check the effect, hide the thread inside, and here, there's no need to conceal it. Then, apply the glue on the side we just mentioned, and fix it onto the main shoe body. This accessory is assembled like this. The assembly method is very simple, as long as you've hooked it. The rest of the assembly follows the shoe opening position. Place it here. Just glue it on. And that's it. At this point, this shoe tutorial is finished.